Hey guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. I'm back at you with another little video there. This is not going to be very long, just wanted to make a video. First of all, giving a huge thank you to the person who donated. If you want me to shout out your channel or anything there, you can just put the link or something, or I'll look in my or if you subscribe, I'll see in my subscriber feed. And you can find the channel that way. And then if you want me to shout it out or not, just comment if you want it shouted out for the donation. I really appreciate it. And also, yeah, I bought a new mic with the donation. It was around $8. You wait $8.50. It was around $8.50. And it looks like a pretty decent mic. I'll put it up on the screen there. So you look at it, and it looks pretty good. And yeah, it's on its way now, the order. I'll probably get more than likely, it'll probably take a long while though to show up. Because that looks like a really decent mic for the price. So it's obviously coming from China or something, another country. That's how I wanted to get it though, because if you buy it locally in Canada, it's gonna cost a whole bunch of money to get a good mic. And it looks like a good one, and it's specifically for Android phones. Unfortunately, like, my aunt bought me a mic one time, but she didn't know that she purchased one that was only for computers. Like, it won't work on your phone because it's a headphone jack one, and that kind of mic, it detects as headphones, not a mic. So the only way I could have connected that mic would be buying a separate piece, would be a converter cord, which basically, it's one of those red cords that plug into the headphone jack, so it converts it to the microphone setting. Because it's weird you need that separate attachment for it. I don't know why. There's other mics that you don't need that separate attachment for, including headsets like these here. Like, these have a mic on it, but it doesn't require an extra attachment. But I guess that's the way it is with certain mics, because usually it's obviously only for a computer, because on a computer, it's they got two headphone jacks on a computer, and you'll see one that's for the headphones, and then you'll see one that's red that you plug into, and that one's specifically for mics like that. So basically, you need to buy another piece, another attachment that attaches to your phone to convert the wire to the microphone. But luckily, the one I got it's already got that on it. It's got the red wire already on it. So, and made for Android phones too. Also computers also. So I won't need a converter device for this microphone. It's specifically for an Android or something. I looked at the cable, it's got like the red cable, so obviously it's not gonna. The other one, it wasn't, it was just the headphone jack. And the only way to use a microphone like that would only work for a PC, you need to get the converter. Yeah, I really do appreciate it though. The donations, like, not only helping me out financially, you're also lessening the harassment I have to deal with from income assistance workers, because they like to put you down and all that because you haven't found an actual 9 to 5 job. And the only reason I don't have one is because there's none available anywhere in town. And I'm pretty sure, my theory on it, the reason why places all say hiring now and all of that there, and saying they're help wanted and all that, but when you apply for there, you never get hired. I think that's like a ruse. They're just pretending that they got jobs available when they don't. So it doesn't look like a rundown town to tourists. They can keep the illusion that it's a great town with plenty of jobs. That way tourists will visit. I think that's what it is. And that thing I heard about corrupt people taking the job funds, because income assistance people get a certain yearly budget for job programs that basically they get you hired instantly at some place, and basically what they do is they pay your salary for 2 weeks, so it gets like your foot in the door of the place. And then after 2 weeks or so of them paying that, then it's up to them if they want to keep you as an employee or not. And they, guess what? I haven't gotten that. Where's mine? I'm gonna keep talking about you income assistance workers in Bathurst, New Brunswick. Unless you friggin' offer the same thing to me, I'm not gonna stop talking about it. Provide me with that freaking program, or I swear I'll keep going on about it, and I'll find out all the list of names of all the people involved, and I'll release it all public. I'll give you a week before I start giving full names and everything, and info of where to call the income assistance place in Bathurst. I'll release all that info if you don't friggin' provide me with that job program that's supposed to be provided to everyone. They did that with Faison 420 in Campbellton, where he lives. It was the exact same program. He was on the income assistance program to help. And basically what they did, same thing, they pay your salary for 2 weeks to get your foot in the door. And my buddy, literally, they got him a job testing video games to make sure they worked before they bought them. He'd be in the back testing video games to make sure, and if they don't work, then they don't buy it, kind of thing. So that was his job. That sounds like an awesome job, if you ask me. Faison had a job testing video games. The only reason he doesn't have it right now is because that store stopped buying used video games when COVID hit. So, of course, he lost his job there because they're not buying the used games anymore. But the point is, income assistance got him that kind of job. And so it's way better in Campbellton than it is in Bathurst. Because Bathurst, they never gave me anything like that. They gave me these, what they call job coaches, but usually, a lot of times I experienced like harassment and stuff. And like when they went to appointments, they would last 3 hours, the appointments. It should only last an hour tops. Like, when the job coach called my mom's phone, they talked for so long, the image of the number was burnt into the screen for about an hour or two. It was burnt into the screens. Like if you turned the screen off and it was black, you would see the phone number burnt into the screen. That's how long they were talking to me, for like 3 hours or so. And it was basically just saying the same thing over and over. So yeah, if I have to deal with that anymore, like, I'll straight up pull out the camera when I'm in the office. I'll make sure I have it on me. So if I have to, they start saying something, or if I notice they're like basically just putting me down or something, like, I'm gonna have the phone with me to record them. Because I had one time my person who is taking my case in income assistance called to me, lied to me, basically said that, we gotta meet you because you gotta change workers and stuff, and guess what? That was a lie. The only reason they wanted me to come in was so once I went in the room, they started putting me right down, saying like, "You're welfare bomb" and all that stuff there, because it's a room with no one around. Well, now after that, it was horrible. Made my day, ruined my day. And next time he calls me down there, I will be recording, and I will expose him right on the internet for that. And I'm always gonna be recording, because. And I've noticed a lot of these job coaches, it's almost like they're just doing the same thing. It's like he set that up that way. So give me the damn job program that you gave, that my buddy gets in Campbellton and everyone anywhere else gets. I should be getting that same thing where they pay your salary for 2 weeks to basically get your foot in the door in a place. If you don't offer me that, I'm gonna leak every bit of info about that place and expose it for what it's doing. So yeah, they better give me that. The job program thing that they are supposed to be offering. Even I know a lot of people who, like, they said, yeah, back some years ago, apparently in Bathurst they did offer that job program still at one time, but now they don't, which is really friggin' bad. Like, even they were shocked. They were like, what, they don't offer that? But no, they don't. But they do in Campbellton still, so yeah, I know how it's supposed to be going. They did not. My friend Faison 420, his worker never treated him like that. Like, they actually got him a decent job, a very decent job. And even after that, they got him a job. I'm not sure exactly where it is, where he's working now, but they got a job at some retail store. But before COVID, he had a job testing video games. That's what he got. No, they haven't gotten me anything here in Bathurst. They're supposed to, but they don't. They sign you up to useless job programs, and more than likely free programs. They're probably marking it down as they spent something on it when they really didn't spend a dime on the program. That's probably what it is. It's some way to falsify what they're spending. That's probably why they sign me up to these useless things. So they can say they spent like this amount of money on a free course that it didn't cost them anything. That's my theory on it anyway. And yeah, I've been seeing that Father of Two coming in my chat a lot of times. Bit of advice: stop trying to build your career that way. It's not gonna go well. If you're trying to build a channel by harassing bigger channels like Doug E2 West or me. Yeah, and by the way, I made it pretty clear too that that the thing about him being on drugs thing was just a theory. The whole point of that video where I said he was endangering his kids was because he was talking on the phone and looking at the screen and not looking at the road while driving. He was on the panel, like you can see, he wasn't even doing like that to keep an eye on the road. He was just looking right at the screen, not even looking at the road. That's the point I made why he was endangering his kids, not because he was doing stuff. I just said he might be doing stuff because I wonder how a sober person could make that kind of decision to go on panel looking at your screen while driving. Like, the police got evidence to give you a fine right there for driving with on a phone. Not he couldn't be arrested for this. He would get a fine from the police or something. But if he was on narcotics or something while driving, then yeah, he would. But it just makes me wonder, you know. I don't know how someone who's sober can make that kind of decision. He should have pulled over or something to go on the panel. That's the only point I had. I never said he was on narcotics. I said I think he might, and that's it. And that's about it with the video. Just want to update you on the mic thing and those couple things. So hopefully you guys and gals enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at DangerJohn1, TikTok at DangerPicture420. Also, a huge shout out to the person who donated $25. That was really nice. Thank you very much. And yeah, until next time, it's DangerPicture, and I am peacing out.